Hi everyone, welcome to Mid PW server. This video is a guide to all the new players. So once you log in, this is the screen that you're going to see. You can choose between 14 different classes. All the class description are present on this screen. In this server, we also have the classes Technician and Edge Runner. So this is the customization screen. You can customize your character however you want, and then you provide or choose a name for your character, click complete, and then click start to log into the server. So as you see that once you log in, you get a quest. This quest is basically to get the starter kit from the NPC. So just walk straight ahead, talk to Mythical Messenger and click on quest related. So choose the starting kit, choose the options, and then you can open your inventory by pressing B. So you can see that you got few of the starting kits. In the starting kits, you have flyer, HP charms, mana charm, all the skills. Like you can choose what cultivation you want. You also have some accessories and stuff like telecaustic to speak in the world chat. You have guardian scrolls, a teleport stone as well to teleport between different cities, and you also have some starting genie as well. Now, next, what we are going to do is we need to learn the skills. So you have to choose between holy or dark. So for this character, I'm going with dark. So once you right click on the dark doll, you get a dark skill book. So right click on that again, then you'll get a dark skill book for your class. So now you have all the skill books ready, and note that you already have all the skills at level 10. So all you need to do is learn it, and even your cultivation is maxed out. So press R and the skill window will open up. So make sure you choose the option only show learnable skills, and then all the skills will come like this. Keep clicking on the up arrow and you would be able to learn all the demonic skills. So once you're done learning the skills, you would see that there's still another book, and this is for the advanced skills of Celestial Saint Cultivation. So again, right click on that and you would get all the final high level cultivation books, and now you're ready. You have all the skills required. And other than that, you would also receive the glyph opening stones. So just right click on these opening stones and all your glyph slots will open up. In this server, we have 6 slots, and then you can just place the glyph stones in your bag, which you got as part of the starting kit. They are level 1 only, but however, this is just for learning purpose. Later, we have level 10 glyphs also on this server. All right, so now we have the skills. So the next step is to get the starting gear. So thankfully in Myth, they already provide the intermediate set of gears for free. All you have to do is you have to log into the control panel. You can see the website link and just provide the promo code newcomer and just click OK. And you would receive an in-game mail with the contents, and the contents include intermediate level armor, end game accessories, and end game weapon as well. Please note that these are valid only for 7 days. This is to help the new comer or new player to be like PK ready almost, and to be able to farm all the necessary instances, so where you can get the materials to craft your endgame gears. So as you can see, for the endgame weapon, you have to click on the quest, get it, and that's it. So now you have your entire set of intermediate set of armor and endgame weapon. So after that, what you have to do, you have to speak to this NPC named Starting Forge. So over here, what we'll do is we'll craft a PvE weapon which has 70 slayer levels. This is not required, but just an additional weapon. And then we'll craft our robe, because we do not get a robe as part of the starting kit. So we'll craft a robe and it requires silver. So silver is something that we get for free from the starting kit. So you have start off with like 10,000 silvers, and that is more than enough. Other than that, we are also going to craft the war avatars and also the primal skills. So you can craft like 10 of each skills for the initial ones, and for the white ones, you can craft 5 of each. Okay, so the next steps are how to refine our gears, how to imbue gems in them, and also how to equip warsoul. So Myth has made it easy for the players. You have the refine option directly in the inventory. Same goes for imbue as well. So just open your inventory. At the very bottom, you will see the options to refine and imbue. So the next steps what we have is, if you see, like along with your gear, you also got few new starter warsoul spirits. So just hold control, left click on one of your gears, and then place the appropriate warsoul spirit in the spirit soul slot. And once you're done, you should have 5 pieces of gear all ready with their vassal spirits and its stats. After that, just refine them. So once you click refine, it directly becomes plus 12. Then imbue gems. So as starters, you get like 26 stone of savins, which gives you plus 10 wit. So just place 4 stones in each of the equipment and you should be good to go. Okay, so after this, what we gotta do is we gotta set up our genie. So as part of the starting kit, we get 4 genies that has 91 lucky points. It's good enough to start. So you need to walk up to Queen Yumil and she will give you like all the options to craft genie gears. And also she's the NPC where you can craft the end game genie, which is a paramount. So craft all the genie gears as per the settings that you want, and you can also learn your genie skills here. Okay, up next is we need few important consumables. So we have event boutique available here where we have lots of event gold. So just open the event boutique and you can do that by pressing O and then clicking on event. So over there you will find lots of consumables are there, like you can click and buy runes for plus 3 attack levels on your weapon. Then you can buy auto swap stones, you can buy guardian scrolls, resurrection scroll, you can also buy the auto healing stone, or which is like auto recovery stone, and other potions like like the charms, the healing kit, the mana recovery potions, everything. So have a look at it. So once you bought the auto recovery stone from the event boutique, you can now use auto potions. So to use that, press H on your keyboard and auto potion options should come up. You can customize it like what potion you want to use at what percentage of HP. So you can have a look at the screen to understand like what I'm doing for this new character. Okay, up next we have the creation of macros to use in auto cultivation. You can create macros in the skill window. Simply open the skill window at the right hand side. You will see the macro option. Click on new and you will be able to place the skills that you want to use as a combo. Then press Ctrl and F12 and the auto cultivation option will open up. There you can place the macro and then click on confirm and your auto cultivation is ready. So you have your gears ready, you have your skills ready, you have your genie ready, so you're almost done. Now you can start farming with this character. In this server, Ruinics is the main currency. So you can farm Ruinics in 3 different maps. The first one is Phoenix Valley. So you can access Phoenix Valley by talking to Kwan the Survivor. Just talk to him and you can just follow the list of quests and the mobs will start spawning. You can do Phoenix Valley only 6 times a day. The drops from the mobs are simply runic boxes. Each runic box gives either 15 runics or 20. It varies. So you can collect like 100 runic box and then you can craft a big runic box at supply point, which I'll discuss later. So the next map is Endless Universe. So Endless Universe provides more Ruinic boxes compared to Phoenix Valley, and you can do it unlimited times. But it is difficult. It is difficult to solo as a new player. Usually, you need a two-person team. So yeah, like once you maybe have your end game gears, you can start doing Endless Universe. After that, we have PvP Arena. This is the easiest instance, but the rate of farming Ruinic is slow. So here you can go AFK for unlimited time. Just place your character, put on auto cultivation, and disappear. Here you don't get runic boxes. Instead, you get assault chests. So assault chests give less number of runics compared to runic boxes, but you can just go like auto AFK, like you can see on the screen, like other folks are already playing. Next up, I'm going to discuss about a very important NPC. So we have supply point where we can craft all the crucial and important resources and materials. We need Ruinics to craft these resources. So over here we can craft gems, we can craft different materials like Arigora coins. So we can also craft big runic box, which converts small 100 runic boxes into a large box so that we can open multiple boxes at the same time. We can also craft different materials such as engraving emblems. We can also craft level 10 clips. We also have different kinds of equipment such as minus 18 channeling necklace and belts, rings. We also have few potions such as copper weight, which gives a great boost to all defense and everything. We also have different star chart materials and endgame materials to craft here. From this NPC, we can also create our tomes and bless box. So if you just click on the option tome, you can see all the tomes are there. The first tome is free. You can craft it for a single silver. Later, to upgrade it to endgame tomes, you need Ruinics, and finally, you need different materials like Medal of Glory, Chronicle Coupon, which you can farm from Temple Twilight, which we'll discuss later. You can also craft your bless box here, which is like plus 8 attack levels, 16 attack levels, or defense levels here as well. Another important NPC is Pharmacist. So at Pharmacist, you get very important potions that are required for both PvP and PvE. For PvP, you get copper weights, which increases your defense and attack. For PvE, you get platoon battle potions, which increases your skill damage by 50% on monsters. And other than that, you can create charms, attack charms, invincibility potions, and other important potions which are not available in event boutique. To craft this, you require runics, again, which we learned how to farm in the previous section. In this section, we are going to talk about Neuma. So you have Neuma and War Avatar card system in the server. To upgrade your Neuma to max talk to resistance NPC, and over here you have six different Neumas, so you would require 54 of each to maximize your Neuma. So just craft it. Each costs about 5 Ruinics only. So you can access the Neuma page by opening your War Avatar section. In the War Avatar section on the left, you can find the Neuma is there. So just consume 54 of each type and you will notice that it's been maxed out. Now we are going to discuss about few advanced instances which are required to get certain mats. Here we'll do Heaven Falls Temple, in short HFT. Before we get inside, we need to craft 3 chaotic essences which will give us Heaven Falls score to get all the buffs required. So inside you do not get any buffs by default, you need to purchase it with your scores. So use the 3 chaotic essences that will give you 12,000 score. From that you can get all the buffs, which includes multiple attack and defense level, which makes it very easy to solo the entire instance. You do not have to worry. As part of the rewards, you get GM chests. So in GM chests you get all endgame stones, endgame gears, everything. So GM keeps adding more materials to it. Other than GM chests, we usually do HFT to get quick collection 7 days, which enables you to pick up all. Pick up all is a feature where you can pick up multiple items in one go. You do not have to pick it one at a time. So that is very crucial and it is required by all, and that is why we do HFT. Next up, we have Temple Twilight. So we do Temple Twilight for to farm mats to craft genie, or you can directly get genie itself. You get genie drop paramount from the fourth boss, and other than that, this instance also drops mats to craft your end game necklace, belt, and rings. Next up, we have Realm of Bliss, Robe for short. This is the most important instance on this server. So you required a minimum of 6 people to open this instance, and all the materials needed to craft your endgame weapon and endgame armor are found in this instance, which includes moonlight crystals, shard of war, wheel of fate, absurdity of the illusion lord, and moles. Arigora is a special instance where you can do 1 versus 1 or 3 versus 3 with other players, provided they are also queuing at that moment. To enter the instance, you need to talk to Arigora agent over here. The reward for completing 10 successful matches in a day is Arigora special coins, which are required to craft endgame ring and endgame robe molds. We are going to discuss about how to craft your endgame weapon. So to craft your endgame weapon, you can talk to the NPC Twilight Forge. So over here, you have the option called attack level and defense level. So basically, in this server, we have two sets of weapons. One is one attack which has plus 80 attack levels, and the other one has plus 80 defense levels. So to craft this weapon, you require 10 Wheel of Fate, 3 moles, and 1 Absurdity of the Illusion Lord. These can all be farmed in Realm of Bliss, or Robe for short. So each weapon has different kind of added buffs which you can re-roll for different options, but the other stats are constant. Other than crafting from this forge, you can also go to the Imperial Forge and you can craft it using molds. So G17 attack and defense molds are available, which are available at different instances like Nation War or PvP events. Okay, now we are going to talk about endgame armor. You can craft your endgame armor from the NPC Twilight Merchant, then click on the tab T3. So to craft this endgame gear, you need base armor as well as Absurdity of the Illusion Lord and Twilight molds. You can get the other two mats from the instance Realm of Bliss, and the base gear you already get it from the starter gear pack using the newcomer promo code. In case your gear has expired, then you can craft those gears again, but that would require additional mat, and it is also available in this NPC. Okay, so now we are gonna discuss about endgame robe, ring, necklace, and belt. So to craft endgame robe and rings, you need to go to Katrina Starblaze NPC, which is located beside the Arigora NPC. So as you can see, for the endgame robe, you need a base robe as well. And to craft the base robe, what you require is Wings of Ascension and a silver. Wings of Ascension we got for free from the starting force, so technically it is free. So other than the base robe, you need 25,000 Ruinics and also a robe mold. So to get the robe mold, you need to talk to the Arigora NPC. Earlier, I had mentioned that you get Arigora special coins for completing 10 matches a day. So you need 3,000 of those coins to craft the mold. Similarly, for the ring also, you need a mold and you get the ring mold here. So for crafting the ring other than the mole and Ruinics, you also need a base ring which is green in color. So this ring you can craft it from this NPC itself. So this base ring requires another base ring called Star's Destiny, which you can find in supply point. So supply point you can craft it for 500 Ruinics. If you don't want to craft it from supply point, there's another way to craft the base ring that is for Mythical Maiden. So in Mythical Maiden, you can directly craft the final version base ring, the green one, which requires a finger bead. And this material you can find it in Temple Twilight. Other than that, you can also craft the endgame necklace and belt from here using a Jaden crystal. Jaden crystal can also be found in Temple Twilight. You can also craft the necklace and robe molds using PvP event coins as well as National War coins. So next up, we are going to talk about endgame gems. So you can craft gems for your necklaces if you add sockets to them, as well as for your armor. So in supply point, you have two tabs of gems. The first tab is for necklace and belt. The second tab is for your armor. For armor, you have plus 3 attack and defense level as endgame. For necklaces, you have plus 2 attack and defense levels endgame. Other than that, you can use Ruinics to craft Arigora coins, which will be required to craft other different kinds of gems which you can use in your weapon. So those gems you can craft at the Arigora NPC. As you can see, each requires about 2000 Ruinics to create. So this guide is for warsoul spirits and moonlight crystals. So since the endgame gear is Twilight warsoul gears, we can imbue warsoul spirits in them to change their base stats. We get warsoul spirits from Realm of Bliss as well as from world bosses. To use them, you need to awaken them, which requires awakening souls, which is again dropped by world bosses. Once you have awakened perfect warsoul spirit, you can imbue it in your gear by holding control and then left clicking on the piece of gear. It will open up the window and where you can place the warsoul spirit. Once you place the warsoul spirit, you will notice that your gear's base stat has changed. Along with that, a new slot opens up to imbue a moonlight crystal. Moonlight crystals are also farmed from Robe and they have different grades. So different color of crystals will give you different powers or different skills. So it place the crystal in the slot and you can see that a skill has been activated. So perfect warsoul spirits have fixed stats but not fixed numbers. So if you want to max out your perfect warsoul spirits, you need to keep rerolling till you get the maximum stats. For rerolling, you need to use soul shards, which again can be farmed from Robe. For moonlight crystals as well, they have different levels and different grades. You start off with grade 1, level 1, and you need to consume other moonlight crystals to increase their level as well as their grades. Next up, we have gear engraving. Gear engraving requires you to purchase a gear emblem which can be purchased from supply point. It costs about 7,500 Ruinics. You can use this emblem to engrave your headgear, robe, rings, necklaces, and belts. Simply go talk to Cauldron of Contemplation, click on the tab Final. Here you have options to get plus 9 defense level engravings or as plus 9 attack level engravings. In this server, we have 7 world bosses. Each boss has different respawn times and they can be found marked in the map in the form of crystals. These world bosses drop different kind of materials like endgame gems, endgame materials, engraving materials, etc. As part of PvP, every player has two sets of equipments, one for attack, one for defense. You can swap between both the sets using an auto swap stone. For attack set, you usually use attack stones and attack engravings. For defense set, you use defense stones and defense engraving. You need to keep the second set of equipments in the mentioned slots from slot 1 to slot 11 in your inventory. You need to keep the attack stone icon in one of your skill bars. So whenever you click it, automatically all 11 of those equipments will be auto swapped from attack to gear. This is how we use in PvP. This is a star chart guide. You can purchase your first star shard from supply point. It requires 100 shard of wars which can be farmed from Robe. Other than star chart, all the other star chart materials are also available in supply point. Everything requires shard of war to be crafted. In this server, the maximum level is 30 for a star chart, the maximum aptitude is 20, and the maximum number of stats possible is 10. Open the star chart menu and you can click on Astral Infusion to level up your star chart. Then you can click on Star Shift to increase the total aptitude of your star chart. And finally, you can click on Horoscope to change the different stats which are available on your star chart. This is a War Avatar Reawakening guide. You can reawaken your cards twice on this server. To purchase War Avatars, go to Starting Forge. Make sure to purchase 4 sets of cards because you would require 4 sets of same cards to reawaken twice. Once you have done purchasing, go to War Avatar Master. There is an option to reawaken the cards. Now, the concept is once a card is max level, then you can use the same type of card of the same reawakening to reawaken the maxed out card. So here what I'm doing is I'm maximizing the level of my card and then I'm using the level 1 cards to reawaken. Similarly, I'll do it for the second batch. So at the end, I'll have 2 batches of level 1 reawakened cards. Then again, I level up one set of cards to max level 25. Then I'll consume the other set of level 1 reawakened cards to reawaken this batch to level 2. Once they have been reawakened, then again I can level them up back to level 25.